Hello everybody, John Couture back here again with another video, and I'm back with another movie review. Now, of course, I'm here to review Justice League Gods and Monsters, the newest DC animated direct-to-video original movie. Now, of course, if you've not seen it, please go check it out, because this review may contain spoilers. Now, of course, the movie has been released back in a couple of days ago on the 21st, of course, through digital download, and of course, today it was officially released on DVD and Blu-ray on the 28th. So, of course, you'll find it. I'm pretty sure you can find it relatively easy if you've not seen it already, but please go check it out and then come back and let's talk shit about this fucking movie. Now, first off, I need to lay it out there. This is the first DC animated movie that's come out of their direct-to-video original DC animated universe that really made me go, wow, this is fucking awesome. Not to say that the last couple of DC animated movies sucked, but they've been very standard. They've been very average, and they've been very, as much of a hardcore DC guy I am, it's been very mediocre, and that's really sad to come from a guy like me, but it's true. I mean, like, the majority of the movies they've been trying to do this really odd inside, freaking connected universe where they had, the Justice League movies and those solo Batman movies connected as one in this really quasi New 52-esque universe. And as much as I, appreciated them trying to do something like that, I prefer either their more original movies or they're movies that are fully dedicated to a specific comic book, which is why I'm really was highly anticipating this movie, and why I'm also really highly anticipating Bruce Timm's contribution to The Killing Joke, which is going to be animated for next year DC animated movies. Now, of course, we're here to talk about all things Gods and Monsters, so let's get right down to it. Now, of course, I don't want to make this too spoiler-esque, so I'm going to try and keep it as non-spoiler as possible. Majority of the things I'm about to say, probably majority of you already know at home, because the great thing about Gods and Monsters is that it has a lot of continuity backing it up. It's not just an anime movie. It has companion series. It has comic book series. It has a tie-in machinima web series. It has all these really interesting things that DC put forward to contribute to this new anime movie, that it doesn't feel like a movie that's coming right out of the gate and trying so hard to stand on its own 2 feet. It has this ongoing legacy, or at least ongoing series, rather. And it's really freaking awesome. I reviewed the 3-part Season 1 of Gods and Monsters Chronicles, which, of course, if you've not seen, please go check it out. Go to my channel and watch all 3 episodes, and tell me what you personally think about them. I'll probably have cards or annotations, or more than likely links in the description below, so you can go check those out. But that being said, the overall story of the plot is, of course, we get origin flashbacks, of course, to the origins of Superman, this current Superman, Batman, who is actually Kirk Langstrom, and of course Wonder Woman, who's actually Becca of the New Gods, and they're a part of the Justice League, and this really reformed kind of government-styled United States utopia, and they basically take care of all the world's problems, and they're pretty much kind of dealing with the same factors that I guess the Man of Steel and the newest DC extended universe kind of takes place in, where it's like people love the Justice League, people hate the Justice League, and Superman is kind of just sitting in a tower just being like, idiots. That's kind of like how I like to feel. Like, if that's where they were trying to go with like trying to respond to people's hate to Man of Steel and the DC Extended Universe, that's kind of like the perfect, general gist of how they feel about it. But that being said, you have these really interesting biomechanical weapon monsters who are coming out of these boom tubes, who are framing the Justice League with the murders of the world's greatest, most renowned scientists. And of course, it's up to the Justice League to try and stop these creatures and find out who's actually controlling them, and try to stop them once and for all, and prove their innocence, and what they need to do to, I guess, prove that they are here to, have some kind of promise and wealth and great kind of, hope and justice to create in this planet, because a lot of people don't really believe in the Justice League. They don't really understand the Justice League. They don't really want them here, and it's just a continuing storyline that goes on with this story, that everyone in this specific universe, or this alternate universe, is really a very unwanted hero. Like, Batman isn't really the Batman we all know and love. He's obviously broken. He lost everything. He's not a human anymore. He's a vampire. Superman doesn't believe that his true upbringing is actually the correct one, where General Zod was his father a good guy? Was he a bad guy? You have to watch and find out. Wonder Woman is dealing with, and I personally find her origin story my most favorite out of the three. I mean, her origin is so amazing, where she has this conflicting story where she loses the person she loves. Apocalypse and Darkseid play a major factor in this, not as wink wink bad guys, which is really awesome. Of course, if you've not seen it, spoilers, but it's pretty messed up as to what happens to Darkseid and Apocalypse. I never thought in my day and time that I would ever sit down and be, I guess, depressed or saddened by the death or destruction of Apocalypse and Darkseid. I mean, how do you make Darkseid sympathetic? He's freaking Darkseid. He's like the most... his name is Darkseid, for Christ's sake. I mean, he's the darkest, most villainous character in the DC universe. I mean, it's insane to be any kind of sympathy, have any kind of sympathy for him or any kind of sympathy for Apocalypse. But this movie does an amazing job doing that. And moving off of that, just amazing, awesome animation. Of course, you have Bruce Timm and Alan Burnett, of course, the creators of the Batman animated series and all the great animated series from the past that we all know and love, came back to create this original story that they wrote and produced, and of course, created the screenplay for. It was directed by Sam Liu, or Sam Lee. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but he destroyed with this anime movie. It was awesome. Personally, this is hands down one of my favorite anime movies that has come out in the last couple years from DC's direct animated universe. It's just really awesome. I mean, even the actors were really awesome. I mean, granted, even with all of their movies, they just kill when it comes to the voice actors. They always get really awesome actors to contribute to their freaking movies. They're just really awesome. You have Benjamin Brett, who plays Superman, who does a great job. You have Michael C. Hall, who plays Batman, who also does a great job. It's like having Dexter play Batman in a freaking animated movie. That's freaking awesome. And, so on and so forth. Everyone else just destroys and kills. Everyone's great. Tamara Taylor does a great Wonder Woman. She freaking kills as well. The performances are on point, the animation's on point, the music is on point, the story is superb. It's just so freaking phenomenal. The directing's awesome. This is just hands down one of my personal favorite animated movies that come out of DC's direct to video original movies that I've, hands down have praised. The last couple I've seen were great. They were cool, they were fun, but they weren't amazing as I would want. I think the last anime movie that I saw that was at least somewhat really cool and really great to watch and fun ride all the way through has to be, I guess, Justice League War. I know a lot of people have their own personal gripes with that. They felt it was too Avengers-esque or something, and they don't, there's still people out there who are like, the New 52 sucked, and, all those kind of fuckers. But for me, I like that movie, and that was the last one I saw that was, really pretty badass. And other than, I guess, Batman Arkham, Assault on Arkham, other than those two, the last two that I thought were freaking phenomenal, this one tops that. This is an amazing, awesome origin story to an alternate Elseworld universe of the Justice League. General Zod, son, aka born from, a family of Mexicans, freaking Superman, and you have Batman Kirk Langstrom, who's a vampire, and Becca from the New Gods is Wonder Woman kicking ass and totally dominant, has this super awesome sword. It's just a badass movie that you definitely need to watch and check out. I can't praise it enough. I give it a good 9 out of 10. It's a solid, awesome anime movie. It's my personal favorite. And I can't wait to see what else they put out. Machinima, I think, is doing a season 2 to their Gods and Monsters Chronicles series, so I definitely can't wait to see that. And of course, all the comic books are really cool, so definitely go check out those. Overall, if you've seen Justice League Gods and Monsters, let me know what you personally thought about it in the comments section below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What are your personal thoughts on it overall? And of course, the Machinima series and the companion and comic book series below. Let me know. At the end of the day, I personally loved it. I thought it was a badass new original movie from DC's direct series, and Bruce Timm just dominated with this storyline. It was just Alan Burnett and Bruce Timm just destroyed with this screenplay and story. It's just so freaking awesome and solid, and I can't wait to see what they do next year with The Killing Joke. It's just going to be just an amazing year for DC and, you know, comic books, and just overall, we're in the comic book renaissance. It's just good to be happy and just, you know, go out and just be like, we have tons of comic book stuff to read, and comic book, anime movies, and live action universes. It's a good day to be a comic book nerd, I'm just saying. But that being said, let me know what you personally thought. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this has been John 12.